Okay, guys, welcome to Philosophy Online Lecture. Today we'll be talking about philosophy and the society, and then we'll be taking a good look at the goal of philosophy in the society and the national development. Now, we are going to be using the Nigeria society, our immediate society, as an example, and we are not going to be bias in our words or try to pamper the country Nigeria. We are actually going to be using page 78 of the book Thinking About Philosophy in this work. Now, the Nigerian society looked at critically, we observe that the foundations of our social life is very weak and this is a major problem to us all. This is a major problem to our organization and our development, and this is one of the reasons why we are very different from other countries. Now, one of the reasons for this is that we have been busy focusing on the unnecessary aspects for conditions for development of the social life, and they're more concerned about the things like same laws on same-sex marriage positions, these artificial issues, as opposed the root cause of the problems. Now, for example, you might hear them discussing in the National Assembly, talking about discussing bills about pension, but forgetting about the core issues like wealth creation, like justice, how to improve the justice system, how to promote social values, and how to ensure free and fair distributions of the goods of the society. So this is one of our major problem in this country. And if we also look at the disunity in the society, this is Nigeria, and this is the country where we have societies upon society. We have the Igbo society, we have Hausa society, the Fulani society, and Yoruba society, and we are not having that mutual trust and togetherness for each other to ensure our growth. So in a situation like this, something is needed, very needed, and that is what philosophy. And we know philosophy is the critical or rational inquiry into the ideas that we live by. Now, this role of philosophy, or from the definition of philosophy, we will understand that philosophy is very essential for the growth of the society, but it has been majorly ignored as an intellectual body that is of uh, great importance to the development of the country. So now, first of, we have to understand the foundations of social life, and then the aspect of national development, and how philosophy can be used to help ease the problems of this of the society. Now, in talking about the foundation of the social life, we have to know that there are three basic requirements, or essential conditions for the progress of the social life. Now, the three basic things are adaptation to the external environment in terms of physical and human. Now, when we talk about adaptation, we are talking about meeting the requirements that are necessary for the livelihood of people in relation with the physical environment. And when we talk about that, we are talking about clothing, we are talking about shelter, and so on. Now, when in the aspect of humans, we are to ensuring that when the human condition is being taken care of, like let's say the elderly, the sick, and the children, when their needs are being met, it's help to ensure progress of the social life. Now that is one. Now the next one is the biosocial needs, and the provision of biosocial needs is highly necessary, and this is more concerned about our social and cultural life. Now let me use an example for in this. Now an American want to do something, might not take a particular action because he is an American. Like if you go to Saudi Arabia too, those people also have that cultural identity that these are things I must not do because I am from this country. Now in the Nigerian society, the question is that thing same? Do we have that cultural identity? That is the question. Now the next one is the establishment of conditions for social cooperation. Now, this is also very important because social cooperation establish the social existence. Now, when there is no cooperation in the society, when there is no togetherness, there won't be a continuity of the social life. There won't be social organizations. There won't be a solid foundation of our social life. So social cooperation is very, very necessary, and social cooperation can only be achieved when those first two has been put in place. That is adaptation to our external environment, and also a provision of the human biosocial needs. Now, uh, when we talk about social cooperation, we said it ensures social existence, and the social existence, that is the continuity of the society, it requires coordination and integration. And when there is coordination and there is integration of values and the important aspect of the society, there will be proper development in the society. Now, we might all say that science and technology has taken over in the modern times in ensuring that we understand, we control, and we transform the society and nature. But you see, those things mentioned are very, very essential in the development of the society, and we should also take note that there are some basic elements of social organization. There are some basic elements of social organization, and they are particularly two. That is social institutions and values. Now, when we say social institutions, we're talking about the building block of the society. To Anthony Giddens, he said social institutions are the cement of social life. Social institutions are the cement of social life. Now, these social institutions include political institutions, and the economic institutions, expressive integrative institutions, like our religious institutions. And how are these institutions important? Now, if for example our political institutions, if they are doing what is actually right by ensuring that there is a basis for true leadership, for good governance, then it would have sticked to every individual in the society. Also in education, it's because it has failed drastically that we are also having the problem of social organization in the country. Now, social institutions also help to inculcate the values of the society into the people. And when we talk about values, we are talking about the measure, or what we use to measure the standard of what is good and then bad in the society. Now, values might include honesty, tolerance, trust, love, and so on. When these things are ensured, when these things are inculcated in the individual, there will definitely be progress in the country. Everybody will know the obligation to the state. The state also will know what they ought to do to the people, and then there will be assurance of social organization. Now, the way these things are ensured, the degree at which they are put into place will determine the degree at which that society is going to flourish. Now, that is that on social institutions and values in social organization.